Question. I remember when I was young and pulled into the pit. They taught and spoke a lot of Mount Hermon and Solomon and the ring, and how he used and lost it and then got it back, and all the goings on in that area of the earth for some reason. I want Levette's opinion on this. It was the days of the giants and powers, but I don't know what world age that would have been when the language was changed, and it went from about this, the magic ring with powers, etc. That's all my channel is about. The ring is the zodiac. It was lost in the age of Cancer in the waters. It was from the age of Leo when the tongues were divided, and resurrected in Gemini. It is almost impossible to find a pre-flood zodiac. That is what the powers that be did as they circumvented the globe to destroy the ancient knowledge, just as the Hanging Garden is a zodiac. The tower that reaches into heaven, again, a zodiac. To me, the Hanging Gardens is the Dendera zodiac, which is not even Egyptian or Babylonian. It's Greek. It's more the Bible, Bibble Babble. Let's talk about the Lord of the Rings. There were many rings created, many zodiacs. Some were given to the elves, some were given here, some were given there. But there was one ring, one zodiac that ruled them all. Some zodiacs in ancient times were all depicted with birds. It's called the language of the birds. Some zodiacs before the flood were gardens. They were trees. Each house was a tree. Now, this zodiac that we're given is an amalgamation. Let me go there. In the Lord of the Rings, the one ring that ruled them all was created under the mountain in fire. That leaves us three choices: the age of Aries, the age of Leo, or the age of Sagittarius. By the fire worshippers. The fire worshippers are all designated in Asia, which is considered in alchemy or in tradition as the Orient, its origin, orientation. It must be thrown back into the fire to be destroyed. That was Bilbo Baggins' journey, was to destroy the zodiac, because it is the magic circle that rules us all. The king had his magic circle. He has to put that ring back on to become the king in return of the king. One ring to rule them all. Like I said, I've seen zodiacs. When you talk about Genesis, God created a garden eastward, the sunrise in Eden, a zodiac, and they were all trees. There were many trees in the garden, the zodiac. And there was a serpent in the garden, which is Libra. They changed it. It's even been removed. I've done that fiery serpent on the pole. They show you these images of these serpent beings. Let's see if I can find one of those. Matter of fact, I'm just going to skip that for now and do a whole video on that, because that's what you're talking about. All of these, it's astrological symbolism. The zodiac we currently have is an amalgamation. There is no Scorpio in the zodiac. That came from the age of fire out of Persia. The Scorpio originally, where's our Scorpio? Here we go. Our Scorpio originally was a great eagle from the zodiac that were all birds, because all of them were heavenly signs. What we have is Greco, Roman, Babylonian, Persian. It's an amalgamation of them all. It's hard to decipher. You have to know all of these legends and traditions to understand what goes where. It's like the female serpent, this reptilian race, ooh, fear-mongering. It's a woman, Venus, in Libra. The serpent, the one they keep hiding. That's all it is. That's all it designates, the age of Libra. I've done this in from Genesis to Revelation in 7 minutes. All of this is mythology. But mythology is truth and religion is the lie. and it took the little guy, Bilbo Baggins, in the Lord of the Rings. In the Valkyries, when we talk about Norse tradition, and Wagner did the opera Valkyries, he tells you of the battle of fire and ice. That is the battle of Leo and Cancer. The battle between fire and water. It's when the age was destroyed. The ring, or the zodiac, landed in the waters till someone else, Gemini, found it. It landed in the waters. Are you understanding what I'm telling you? Hermes, Gemini, this knowledge was resurrected. I've already proved that Egypt is pre-Diluvian Babylon, pre-destruction Babylon. You need to go through all of this. Anytime you're looking at old symbolism, you're going to find its depiction somewhere in the heavens. You'll find it somewhere. Here's ye old dragon. So we have, let's see if of some of these, like the rooster and the monkey. These come out of China, but they have an overlay on our zodiac that we're given. That's why I'm grateful about the age that's coming, because it's going to give us the new zodiac, and it'll be Saturnalian. There's a big debate right now between tropical astrology and sidereal astrology. Let's talk about that. Let's go to Freemasonry, because I'm telling you what's going down. Yeah, I want the Freemason tracing board. It's all right here. It's the same thing as the Tree of Life, or what we recognize in Kabbalistic tradition. You have, let's get one on here. You have the sun pillar and the moon pillar. You have the tradition of severity, and then the other one. But the true path is right up the middle. You have solar astrology based on the sun, and you have lunar astrology based on the moon. Sidereal astrology is lunar astrology. We're given solar astrology. The true astrology is Saturnalian astrology. The path right up the middle. This is where you want to be. You want to go right up the middle, not the left-hand path or the right-hand path. Saturn rules astrology in Aquarius. It's karma. You will reap what you sow. No more grace, no more law, no more solar astrology. When I do your charts, damn it, when I do your charts, I'm telling you your solar position and your lunar position, but I make it clear that Saturn rules that chart. He created astrology. It's an alchemical circle. It's a magic circle, and it's there to purify us. An alchemical circle is to bring out the quintessence of a thing, the perfect, to make you the best you can be. It's the center path. It's neither lunar nor solar. Let's go back one. When we talk about let me get a better depiction. Here we go. No. When you talk about, let me get one that's even better. I don't like that one. Here we go. Everybody's familiar with this one. The sun rules the age of Leo, opposite Saturn in Aquarius. The moon rules the age of Cancer, opposite Saturn, who rules Capricorn. In that day, you will have no need of the sun or the moon. You will have no need of solar astrology or lunar astrology, for I will be with you, Saturn. That's the difference. This is the ring that's been hidden from us all. It's the middle path. It's Saturnalian. He is the God of heaven and earth, Aquarius, Capricorn, the golden age. On either side of the golden age is Jupiter. Jupiter rules with Mars and rules fire and water with the sun and the moon and Mars. They are the profane. The moon is the destroyer in the age of Cancer, working with Jupiter and Mars. Mars and Jupiter ruling that fire that created that ring of confusion in the age of Leo. Resurrected in Gemini and put into practice in the age of Taurus in so-called Egypt. Hidden again in Aries. Moses brought them out and showed them the serpent on the pole, Libra. They fell back into Babylon. We're in the age of Pisces, and they still got you worshiping this fire god of thou shalt not from the age of Aries, Babylon, and Sagittarius. The lie's been going on since the age of Sagittarius. They call themselves the illuminated ones, when God said, let there be light. Jupiter is a failed star. In the movie 2001, A Space Odyssey, they tell you that Jupiter is going to become a star. Well, that's not what's in the book. In the book, it's Saturn. They changed it, just like they do everything. They're imposters. They're liars. These false fire kings. These wizards, advisors. There's no doubt in my mind that the three pyramids in Freemasonry are dead wrong. They're venerating the age of Orion, when those three pyramids, let's go there, let's do them. No, I want Giza. When you're talking about the three pyramids and they tell you they're the three stars in Orion, because that's what that age was about. But it's not. It is the lion laying down with the lamb, and the three pyramids are these three stars. They used this image in the Lord of the Rings as the all-seeing eye. The all-seeing eye is the pineal gland. This is Fomalhaut in the middle. He looks like Saturn. If you've seen me, you have seen the Father. Hello? This is the right eye, the left eye, and the pineal gland, the third eye. That's what this is all about. All of it. It's to hide this fact from us. When you activate your pineal gland, a liquid comes out, and it is in appearance as milk and honey. When I popped my pineal gland and my higher self appeared to me, he was surrounded with, it was a white liquid gold light. I've talked about it, just bright liquid. It was almost like liquid sunshine, brighter than the sun. It was the land of milk and honey that activates, and when it does, it heals your body. It heals your mind because it sets you free from the illusion of death and hellfire, which is all a lie. Almost. I'm going to tell you, 2020 is fixing to make or break every one of you. Those of you that are delving in that fear porn shit, buying into those lies, and then perpetrate it on your channels, you will reap what you sow. Again, I'm going to tell you, hatred and fear make no one sick but the one who feels it. It empowers the other side. It disempowers you, and it makes your body ill. It calcifies your pineal gland, and it shuts you down. Get out of it. That's the last warning I'm going to give about that one, because you're doing it to yourself. If you can't open your eyes and see, how come I get violated for the slightest frickin' thing, and these other channels who are what? Promoting fear and hatred, They can put any damn thing they want to on their channels, and YouTube and Google say nothing. It's because I'm telling you the damn truth beyond truth. I'm showing it to you. Back to Wagner, when that ring was thrown into the water, and the other ones have to, Bilbo finds it. It was thrown into the age of Cancer. And let's talk about Cancer, because they've hid that one too. They give you this crab, right? That was given to you by the age of water. In some of the two other zodiacs I've seen, which go along with the stars and their names in those constellations, are two donkeys. The stars in Cancer are called the southern donkey and the northern donkey. This is the donkey the Christ rode into the city on when they were waving the palm leaves singing Hosanna. Also, between those two donkeys is a collection of stars called the beehive. So now you know the symbol of the bee. They wear it on their lapels. They are of the destroyer. If you see a beehive on that little bumblebee that the BRF, I've even seen presidential candidates wearing that symbol. I know they serve the destroyer. It's all symbolic to them, but it's all written in the heavens if you can simply learn to read the symbolisms, the iconography, the colors, the metals, the alchemy that goes with it. This is what I'm trying to teach you. A lot of you get carried away in this propaganda. All of us have been pulled to the pit and altered. That's what religion is about. We've all been pulled into the pit, and they teach us lies. Mount Hermon. When you talk about Mount Hermon, you're talking about a dividing line between Europe and Asia. Those on Mount Hermon came from Europe, not from the heavens. They came from a previous age of Gemini, of Libra. From those from heaven to earth came my ass. From those from Gemini to Taurus came. Those from Libra to Virgo came. And that ring, and how they used it. They use it today against us. They lie about it. Let's talk about the Antichrist. Oh, you're going to love this one. Let's talk about what the Antichrist actually is, because you're not hearing it. You're waiting on the wrong thing. Let's see if I can get away with WordPad. Already caught a violation on my last channel for Windows freaking Paint. Oh, and I don't want this one. Actually, I do want Windows Paint. See if I can use it and get away with it. I have a feeling my channel, they're going to find one way or another to shut my channel down anyway because of what I'm doing. Because I want you to see this. You need to open your ears to see and open your eyes to hear. Anti, against, instead of. What did we talk about the Christ was? It's the Chris T, the Chris T, Anna T. It's the mutable cross. It came first before the fixed cross. The mutable cross is the Antichrist. Its prophet is the Pope. Its home is the Vatican. The kings of Leo support it. They're all part of the Bible, Bibble Babble. They're all part of the same thing. The Antichrist comes first. He reigns for 3 days. It's 2,600 years. In the morning of the third day, he's taken down by the real Chris, by the red cross. He's a white cross, water. It's mutable. It's the mutable cross. The mutable cross is ruled by Jupiter and Mercury. Period. The false prophet, the Antichrist, it's all right there in the heavens. Now run back into the church and throw some money in that silver moon plate, water. The age of water, and it's mutable. Waters are the peoples, and we're all mutable. We're all being transmuted in this alchemical circle by the ring that we know not. You have your own ring. You've been put on the wrong crosses. The Antichrist comes first. Let me go back over here. When Neptune, a generational marker, when he entered into the age of Libra, they began putting astrology horoscopes in the newspaper. But they gave you tropical astrology. That empowers the age of Aries and the age of Pisces. What are we told about the three crosses on Golgotha? The two on the either side are the robbers and the thieves. Me and my father are one, so Capricorn and Aquarius are one, both ruled by Saturn. Those on the other side are both ruled by Jupiter. The illuminated ones and the Pope over here in Pisces. The water. And then, what's the third part of water? The destroyer. The moon. Now you can climb on that moon pillar, or you can climb on that sun pillar all you want. You can go with tropical solar astrology or sidereal lunar astrology. Me, I'm going straight up the damn middle, and I'm using Saturnalian astrology, who they call the devil. They have demonized our Father who art in heaven. The Lamb told you. How do we pray? Our Father who art in heaven. Why did he start it that way? We've been told there's only one God. There's nothing they haven't lied to us about. Notice how he's the black sun. Saturn rules all earth signs, even over Venus and Mercury. Its color is black. 2001, The Space Odyssey, the book, it was Saturn, not Jupiter. It was hijacked by the Jupiterians. Jupiter wants to be a star. Oh, how sweet. He's a brown dwarf. He failed. He works with the moon as the destroyer of this solar system and the master controller. It's your choices. I don't know how to put it any more plainly than this. When you talk about Kabbalah, you have the three paths. The solar, the lunar, and then what? And what did we talk about what Da'at was? They hide it from us. They hide this from us. They don't want you to know. They put the planets in the wrong place. They put everything in the wrong place. But if you understand astrology, you'll understand it's not the solar path. It's not the lunar path. It's straight up the middle. The Kundalini rising straight up the middle to the pineal gland, and you get your crown chakra. But it's all about Saturn. He rules astrology. It's his magic circle. You're supposed to go straight up the middle. And what are we doing? We got Vedic astrology and sidereal astrology and lunar astrology and Persian astrology. All these different astrologies from these different ages. But we've never been given that straight and narrow path. The broad path leads to destruction. It is the straight and narrow, and there are few there who find it. I don't know what else to say. That is the answer to this question. We've been told aliens and angels. Yeah, they're aliens. They're all over the world, and they came from Europe, and they invaded every country on the planet. And they hook up with those in fire in Asia. Europe and Asia work together. They had a great plan to destroy America, and Islam was going to come over here and cut everybody's head off, because it's the new age. South America and North America are the new age, and they want to decapitate it. So they want to send the Muslims over here, the fire worshippers, to kill everybody. It backfired. Now they are being inundated with the fire of Islam all over Europe. And they perpetrated this lie all over the world. They were using the people of the age of fire to destroy the age of air that is coming. And I saw a great war in heaven. There's only 3 places in the zodiac that can happen. And that is, what did I do with my, only 3 places that can happen. We've already experienced 2 of them. And that is in the age of, oh, this one's completely upside down. This one they put, wow. They've got Aries at the top and going this way. That's a unique position. Boy, they done that one. They keep twisting it. They lock the heavens. They give us the wrong symbolism. So those from heaven to earth came. It's those from Libra to Virgo came. Those from Gemini to Taurus came. It's from one part of the world to the other. It's talking about migration. An alien, everybody here in the Americas that are not Native American blood are freaking aliens. We come from somewhere else. We were born here, but we come from somewhere else. Those of us like me who are mixed, I've got both bloodlines. Those from water to air came. The war in heaven. There will be a great war on this planet, and it will be here, but they lose this time because the day will be shortened. The Antichrist, I just freaking revealed it. If you don't understand it, then maybe you weren't meant to, but it is the mutable cross came before the fixed cross. The robber and the thief are on either side. When you start reading, I don't give a damn what you read. Moby Dick is about Aquarius. Read it. See for yourself. He slays the whale. He's got to kill the whale, right? Moby Dick. They call me Ishmael, the opening line. Man of God. Aquarius. Alright, this is starting to upset me a little bit. I get really hostile about this because I see straight through it. I can hear what I'm looking at. And I can see. I can see with my ears and I can hear with my eyes. I know the Bible, Bibble, Babble. I know who they are, what they did, when they did it, how they did it, and what their plan is. And I'm trying to pass this information on to you, but it's so hard to deprogram those that have been in the church or been in the school systems. You've all been initiated. If you were taught to read, you were initiated into the mysteries. And they consider us profane. The profane have caused a mutiny, and they're the ones guiding this shit right now. Luckily, Balaam comes, the teacher, the educator, the instructor, the guiding light, that will teach you and guide you in all things. The Lord of the Rings. There's more than one way to destroy it.